Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and today we have some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 playing a bit of domination here on the map Evac, running around the Dingo Light Machine Gun, and this gun is quickly growing on me and becoming one of my favorite weapons here in Black Ops 3. So if you guys haven't tried out this gun yet, it has a crazy high fire rate, and as a result, it just melts people at a distance, which you just saw right there with that kill, and you'll be seeing a ton of other instances throughout this gameplay where I am just seemingly melting people across the map. And what's great about the Dingo is even though it's a light machine gun, it's also very viable close quarters because it has that crazy high fire rate. It just feels like a very powerful assault rifle, which in this game, light machine guns do move around with the same movement speed as assault rifle, so it kind of just feels like a very powerful assault rifle with a giant magazine. Definitely try out the Dingo. Try out light machine guns here in Black Ops 3 in general. I made a whole other video talking about that, but you do not want to sleep on the light machine guns here in this game. Even if, like, traditionally you're not a light machine gun player in Call of Duty, try them out here in Black Ops 3. I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised. Well, what we're going to be talking about today is actually going to be score streaks, right? So the topic of today's video is going to be score streaks because there is recently an update to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions of Black Ops 3, which has apparently made these score streaks a lot better. We look at this tweet right here from David Vonderhaar, who I'm sure you guys are well aware of who he is, but just in case you aren't, he is the studio design director over there at Treyarch. He's essentially the face of Treyarch, who of course is the developer for Black Ops 3, and he says that score streaks have been tuned with this update and have apparently gotten buffs for days, which is definitely interesting, but in typical Treyarch fashion this year, they haven't actually let us know what these changes are, right? So what they're doing this year, for whatever reason with their updates, is they're releasing a bunch of little tiny hotfixes here and there and not really telling us what's in there, or at least not giving us the details what's in those hotfixes, and then later on, like once they've added in a bunch of hotfixes, they'll eventually give us patch notes and let us know all the things that they've actually changed. So apparently, if you're playing on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 version of Black Ops 3, the game has been updated and score streaks are in fact better. We just don't know exactly how they are better, which ones have been changed, and things like that. And I want to take the time to talk about score streaks here in Black Ops 3 a little bit for those of you guys who are willing to listen. So if you watch my videos, and even if this is like your first time watching my videos, I run the UAV, the counter UAV, and the hater most of the time. Occasionally, I'll swap out the counter UAV for something else depending on what level I am. Like if I just prestige, I'm not yet level 27, I'll maybe run like a Hellstorm or a Lightning Strike or something like that. The problem I think I have with score streaks here in Black Ops 3 is that they are so ridiculously easy to shoot down. It's not necessarily that they are weak, which a lot of people are saying score streaks are weak. I can definitely understand that. Like the Hellstorm received a massive nerf between the beta and the live version of the game, and I hope to see them actually improve that with this update. I don't know. I haven't tried it out since the update came through, but I'm hoping that's one of the things they actually ended up changing. These score streaks themselves, I feel as though, are actually pretty good. It's just a matter of actually keeping them up in the air. For whatever reason, in Black Ops 3, people are shooting down air support like never before. It could be for a number of reasons. It could be the fact that we level up ridiculously slowly here in Black Ops 3 as compared to previous Call of Duty. So whenever any kind of air support goes up in the air, people on the other team see that as an opportunity to earn themselves XP, and so they immediately pull out their launcher, they shoot down the UAV, they shoot down the counter UAV, they shoot down the Wraith, they shoot down whatever it is, and they get themselves a little bit of score. That could be a reason why, you know, that maybe just people as a community are kind of becoming more team players. They realize, hey, with this air support up in the air, we're gonna have trouble doing what we want to do, which is try to win the game, so let's try and shoot that stuff down. Just for whatever reason, people are shooting down air support like crazy here in Black Ops 3, and if it continues, we're gonna see ourselves reach a situation where a lot of air support is just going to be kind of useless. Like, it's never going to be completely useless, right? Don't get me wrong. Like, putting up UAV is going to be helpful. It's going to let you know where the other team is, even for a short period of time. It's going to get you a couple of assist points here and there. It's going to be helpful to put up that air support. But I think we're going to see a situation, if something doesn't happen to change the survivability of the score streaks here in Black Ops 3, where air support itself gets called in a lot less and more ground support starts getting called in, like the Hardened Sentry. It's hard to shoot those things down. The Guardian, I think we're going to see a lot more of those. I think we might start seeing some power cores. Like the few number of power cores I've seen so far, they're actually pretty powerful, and we might see more people starting to run that. Basically stuff that is actually set on the ground and harder to take out as compared to something that you put up in the air and that can just be shot down very easily. I feel as though we're going to see a change there if something doesn't happen to change the survivability of the score streaks here in Black Ops 3. While again, I do agree with a lot of people that some of the score streaks are very weak. Like, for example, the Wraith. I've called in like 5 Wraiths or something, and I've gotten like 2 kills with them, something like that. Like between 5 of them, like not 2 per, but 2 total. Like, they just don't get kills when I put them up there. So yeah, some of the score streaks totally need to be buffed. They are just weak in general. They don't kill as effectively as they probably should, so they need to be buffed. But I think something else needs to change about the game to add to the survivability of these score streaks. Otherwise, again, we're going to find ourselves in a situation where air support itself isn't necessarily going to be that great. But again, this has been prevalent in Call of Duty for ages. Like, there's never really been a ton of things to protect score streaks. You know, going all the way back to Modern Warfare 2, when they first implemented score streaks and made it so they were a big part of the game and allowed you to customize them and all that jazz. Even back then, people had the ability to shoot down air support. They just didn't. You know, for whatever reason, people didn't shoot down their stuff that much. It's why it's so easy to get AC-130s and chopper gunners and nukes and all that fun stuff. But as the years go by, more and more people start running the launchers. More and more people start shooting down air support until you get to the point where here in Black Ops 3, sometimes I have games where I'm putting up UAVs, counter UAVs, and haters, and just they're being shot down within 10 seconds of me putting them up. And it's like, well, I'm super happy I earned that score streak that worked for 10 seconds. That was fun. So I don't know what they're going to do with it. Again, I'm not complaining. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying Black Ops 3 is unplayable or anything. I enjoy playing Black Ops 3. I love playing it. I just played for like 5 hours just last night. I went and binge played it for a while. It's a great game. I still hold my opinion that Black Ops 3 might be the best Call of Duty to ever release. It's a great game, but just right now in its current state, the score streaks don't have a lot of survivability, and I don't know if there's actually a solution to that. I don't know if there's something they could do to change that to make it so they survive a little bit more without kind of making them broken. I don't know if there's anything they could do about that. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my opinion on score streaks. Apparently, they have been buffed in one way or another. Maybe they did buff the survivability. We'll have to see. I just can't wait for Treyarch to actually go ahead and give us the patch notes and let us know exactly what changes they made to the score streaks here in Black Ops 3. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Hopefully, you guys all found it insightful, helpful, and informative. And if you did, drop me a like rating. It helps the video grow. It helps my channel grow as well. Try out the Dingo if you guys haven't already. If you guys are paying attention to the gameplay, the Dingo is ridiculously fun. I totally recommend it. I've been really enjoying my time with it. Very, very fun to run around with. Once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop me a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.